liveyounglifestyle.com, and today I'm going to be cooking roasted Moroccan chicken with tomatoes, chickpeas, and cilantro. I printed this right off of my website. If you go to liveyounglifestyle.com, this recipe is already up, and if you scroll down, there's a button to click on a print-friendly copy. So you should be able to get this onto one page. Any pictures that you don't want on that, you hover over the picture and you click and it disappears. So this is what we're cooking today. It's very, very simple and very, very tasty, and it ends up looking beautiful. So when you have guests come over for dinner, it's very simple. You stick it in the oven for 45 minutes while you entertain, and it comes out looking beautiful. So it makes for a good presentation. So we're going to start with 4 chicken breasts. These are bone-in with the skin on. And I've had the butcher chop them in half. So because you cook chicken with the skin doesn't mean you eat the skin. It just keeps it a little bit more moist. So you want to save on the animal fat, just take the skin off. So we're going to start with the marinade, and that is a half a cup of extra virgin olive oil. So that's going to go in a big bowl. There it goes in. And then I've pre-measured this. This is 2 tablespoons of smoked paprika, 2 teaspoons each of sweet paprika and dried cumin, and then a half a teaspoon of crushed red pepper. I like it a little spicy, but if you're not a spicy person, then don't put this one in. So that's what this is. This is all going into the bowl. And then you add in, this is a lot of garlic, but garlic is good for you. This is 8 cloves of garlic minced, so that goes in the bowl. Now, I know it's a big bowl, but eventually all of this is going to go in the bowl. So we're mixing this together. Okay, so I'm going to add to this now 2 teaspoons of black pepper. I always use ground because if you're going to grind it on this, it's a lot of pepper and that you would be grinding forever. So mix that in. If you are watching your salt, don't add the salt, but I add about a 1/4 teaspoon or a half a teaspoon of sea salt, if I can get it. So that goes in there. And then this is just mixed all together. Okay, so what we do next is we're going to take about a tablespoon of the oil and put it into 1 cup of organic Greek plain yogurt. Now this is not getting cooked. This is for the sauce that accompanies the chicken. But you can see, like, just even the 1 tablespoon of that, when you mix it up, it's this nice orange color, which looks beautiful. And if you want the sauce a little spicier, you can add a little bit more. So then you mix this up. This is going to go into the refrigerator, and this is served with the chicken. So I'm just putting it in this little bowl. And I like to garnish it with a little bit of cilantro because it just looks prettier. This does not look as pretty as if you did that. So I'm just going to cover that with plastic, and that's going to go in the refrigerator, and it goes on the table with the chicken. Raw chicken is very dangerous to handle. So and it kind of grosses me out, to be honest with you. So I always have these disposable gloves. Mr. Clean makes these. And it's so much easier than having to wash the oil off of your hands, because I'm having to rub this olive oil underneath the skin of the chicken. So that's a little bit much to be getting all that oil out from underneath your fingernails. So I just use these. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take about a tablespoon of this mixture and put it on each chicken, because we're not going to eat the skin. So what we have to do is I'm going to take, this is why I have the gloves, and all of this gets rubbed underneath and around the skin so that each chicken is coated. I'm making this recipe exactly how I have it on liveyounglifestyle.com, but I really like things very spicy. So what I do is I double this oil recipe, and I use probably twice as much of this rub that I'm doing now. So that's it. So we're gonna place this skin side up. So I'm gonna do away with these gloves. See how easy that is, Moina? Done. We're gonna take 3 cups of our cherry tomatoes. We're just gonna dump them in the bowl. So that. And this is about a can and a half of organic garbanzo beans. Very high fiber, fills you up. It's a good fat, a lot of protein. And then we're just gonna mix this all together. So you're coating all of this with that mixture. So this is about 2 cups. I'm gonna leave a little bit in here to garnish the top of it. So we'll leave that. And this is just finely chopped cilantro, and that all goes in the mixture. So you see, it's not even cooked, and how pretty is this? It's so colorful. And then all you do is pour this over the top of the chicken. So in and around it. And again, if you want this a little bit more oily, remember, don't be afraid of good fat. So olive oil is a good thing. And this is gonna go in the oven at 450 degrees for 45 minutes. And when you take it out, it looks very similar to this. Like, it's beautifully colored, and we'll plate it after it's done. So now it's gonna go in the oven. There you go. Oh my God, it smells so good. So I'm just gonna plate this. I don't serve it with another vegetable. I just use all of these tomatoes. So I'm gonna scoop all these. So this is the finished dish. It's roasted Moroccan chicken with chickpeas and tomatoes. The recipe is online at liveyounglifestyle.com, and there's about 5 or 6 other recipes there as well. I'm slowly adding them. But I like to serve it with couscous and a dollop of the low-fat Greek yogurt that has the same sauce in it. I don't do any sort of dairy. So if you have a dairy allergy or you've sworn off dairy like I have, you can skip that part, but my kids love it. So there you go. Live young.